Okay, guys. I just realized how close to St. Patrick's Day we are. So we're pretty close to St. Patrick's Day. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all the rainbowy, St. Patrick-y type stuff on sale too. So I'm putting rainbow things. Magical unicorn. That's good. It's got rainbows on it. I'm doing rainbowy things, clover things, leprechaun things. I'm adding them into the that's the rainbow peacock feather. I'm putting it into the seasonal section. So that coupon code, if you shop that already, I'm adding more things right now. Add tags. There should already be a bunch up there. I've already saved a bunch of new stuff into there because I'm kind of putting St. Patrick's Day type stuff on sale. Because we're right on top of St. Patrick's Day. There I am. So while I was just popping into this live, it took me forever. We're running late today, getting that baby to sleep. I just put her down and bolted down here. We're just a little behind. So, but as I was coming down, I was like, you know what? It's almost St. Patrick's Day. So all the St. Patrick's Day-ish rainbowy thingies are going to be on sale under today's deals. No, not under today's deals. It is going to be in the seasonal section. Oh yeah, rainbow straw caps, rainbow wood grain, yes. Rainbow and fairies, sure. Cartoon rainbow unicorn, sure. Let's see. Rabbit, that's Easter. Let's see. Rainbow polygon butterfly, rainbow rose. Yeah, sure. Those are all rainbow things. So I'm putting rainbowy things. I'm not going to be able to catch everything because I'm just doing it really quick while we're doing this. But seasonal. So these things, if you go up and refresh I'm going to go check it to make sure they're going in there. If you go and refresh the seasonal items, they should pop up. Let's see what we got. Oh, yep, they're popping up because there was 4 pages, now there's 7. Let's see if it goes in order when I've added it, or if it gets all mixed together. Curiosity killed the cat. Oh, here, yep. There we go. So I put things with luck in them. So there is a super cute little gnome, by the way, and he's got the little 4 clovers on him. So cute. It's a little mold. And then the lucky elephant, because elephants are lucky. So I put the elephant in there. I don't know why it popped up bingo when I put lucky in, but I was like, sure, the letters are in rainbow. So green stuff, some rainbowy things. You're going to see it all. There's now 7 pages in today's deals. Okay, that coupon code Love Day will get you 50% off everything. There is a couple rhinestone by designs, and there's at least one, the tie-dye rainbow resin. There's only 5 of those available. I think it was 5. Okay, the striping tape, the rainbow striping tape. So if you haven't been up on the coupon code Love Day works for 50% off everything in the seasonal section, and I just added St. Patrick's Day vibed things into the seasonal items. Okay, so if you want to go in there and get smoke and deal on some stuff, it's 50% off with this coupon code that's at the bottom of your screen. Y'all. So you guys have been having fun. I've already pre-ordered a ton of sublimation ink, paper, vinyl wraps, tumblers, everything, because you guys are buying a ton of these Valentine's Day themed ones. So I already told this lady's like, don't worry, you don't even have to request it. I'm already on it. I already see it. And so I just added more St. Patrick's stuff because we are right on top of Valentine's Day, but we're also pretty much right on top of St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be here before you know it. So I'm comments are going flying by. Okay, girl. Well, we appreciate you, Kay. Double up for gifts. Yeah, some of this, there's a lot of water slides, UVDTFs, because I'm going through all the rainbow things in there as well. I wasn't going to put anything new in there, but I was like, yeah, whatever. You know me. I have no one to tell me there's rules anymore, so I do whatever I want. Okay, let's play. Now, what do I want to do? I want to do that one. I need to hunt those stones down actually. Or do I want to do? Did I get the smell out of my truck? Oh no. It is like embedded into the plastic. The whole lining of my trunk is all plastic and which is porous. It's gonna take some work. I sprayed it with vinegar and then covered it with baking soda, and then all day today I kept going out and opening it and letting it air out. Trying to let it have time to like literally just air out. It's gonna be months before I get that completely out. Oh no, it's bad. Like it's bad. I'd rather deal with 100 blowout poopy diapers in one day than what I'm dealing with out of that truck. Would you rather? Yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of work. It's like mentally overwhelming. Okay, let's not think about that because it should start. My brain start to shut down and be like, forget it. I'm done with this day. But I want to craft. So let's do this guy. So we started this one previously. Okay, this one has got I believe these are sold out now though. The neon parties. Let's see, are there any neon rhinestones available? Because I'll put those on sale. I'll throw those up on sale. Neon. You guys love the neon ones, so they're most likely all gone. Neon rhinestone. Oops, because I spelled noon. Neon rhinestone. Let's see what pops up. It pops up a whole bunch of neon glitters, but no neon rhinestones. Yeah, you guys all bought all the fairy bubble and the neon parties are all sold out. Okay. Wow, there we go. Okay. Well, we won't do this because then that'll make you crazy because you're like, I want to get those rhinestones. They're amazing. That'll be just one summer's quietly crafting by myself. Practice. Hi, Sherry. So if you guys are just popping in, I went and added a bunch of stuff to the seasonal section. So it's 50% off with this coupon code. Go have fun. Okay. So it reloaded the seasonal section. I added basically St. Patrick's Day vibed things. You'll see it's going to be a bunch of rainbows and clovers and lucky charm things like the elephant mold. I was like, elephants are lucky. Okay, let's see. Right around me. I have my RBD and it's staring at me. I'm like, I want to do that, but I also, that's kind of boring to watch and do. So ooh. I want to rhinestone. I mean, sublimate this tumbler. I know it's in here. I just saw it. There are, also up to date, you guys. There are 5 new tumbler designs. Let me show them to you guys. Easter, some good Easter ones. Okay, let me show you. Spooky bunnies. Because Alyssa loves Halloween all year long. She literally lives in black. She's got the spooky vibes. It's like, I love this so much. I don't care that it's not Halloween anymore. Halloween all year long. Spooky bunnies. She's like, Halloween bunnies is my jam. So this was courtesy of Alyssa, which I think is absolutely adorable. I kind of actually want to rhinestone this one and then send it to her. Some screams, Alyssa. I got like 45 items in my cart still waiting for my money, but at least if I got stuff there that are sold out, I can count on new stuff coming. I've got like 45 items in my cart still waiting for my money, but at least if I got stuff that are sold out, I can count on new stuff. Always new stuff every day. New stuff every day. I can't see that comment. Okay, so I see somebody said something about an idea, but I can't see the rest of the comment. Spooky bunnies, rustic lily cross. Oh, and there's and this one matches. So there are also up on the website today. Sorry, I barely got live earlier today. So let's go to seasonal. fill up your shopping cart, use coupon code LOVEDAY. That's going to get you 50% off all of the items in seasonal. This coupon code will only work on that seasonal section through tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you're checked out by then. Otherwise, all that stuff is that coupon code goes away. Okay, it's no longer on sale. Today, there is 4 coupon codes, 5 coupon codes, technically 5 coupon codes because the glitter 50 is up there still. And there is 3 buy this, get that's the Wine Heart, the Midnight Free, and the Floral Storm. Okay, those are buy this, get that. If you haven't figured out, if you don't know how that works, just go to today's deals, sort it by featured. At the top, you're going to see the free mini instant transfer. Add that to your shopping cart immediately so you always have it in your shopping cart. It's a freebie. Then you have there's 2 little icons that show to each one of them has 2 coupon codes on it. And underneath it, it tells you what each coupon code does. Now you have to input these coupon codes when you check out, otherwise the discount doesn't apply. Oh, these are so cute. I didn't miss this one. Is this one today? I missed this one. Oh, this one didn't launch today. Oh, it is today. Oh, it's so cute. I activated these and I didn't even notice this one because I was doing it so fast. It was so small. Okay, so this one's beautiful. This one actually matches. There's a He Is Risen digital file. It says, He is not here, for He is risen just as He said. I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay. Let's do that first. 5 coupon codes. Glitter 50 is one of them. That's the always coupon code. Then you have Love Day, which is 50% off that seasonal section. Then there's 3 buy this, get that codes. Okay, those can be all found under today's deals. The buy this, get that's the 4 new items that we added today for the buy this, get that are right there next to it. And then scroll down a page or 2 and you'll find the wine stopper and the other one because there's another one, but we did that a couple days ago, so it's there. Then today I launched 3 digital files. These are digital files. You can take these, you can print these huge and put them on t-shirts. You can make them cup wraps. You can put them on sublimate them on, you put them in sublimation and put them on tumblers. You can make stickers out of these. So like if you, these 3 are religious ones. I just went on a little religious spree, kind of making some really pretty Bible versey ones and, religious vibe things. And so like if you're going to do like a little Easter thing at your church, you can make a bunch of get some printable vinyl, make a bunch of fun little stickers. You can use these digital files so many ways. All right. So they're $3.50. You will get the copy of the file. You're going to get a zip file and it's going to have the PNG, SVG, JPEG inside that zip file. So however you need that design file. The one that says Trusting God, that one actually has 6 files because we have it with the flowers and without the flowers. So when you get the Trusting God, I'm doing my best. It says doing my best, trusting God with the rest. And behind are these big, beautiful, like burgundy zinnias, flowers, peonies, what do you want? I call them zinnias. They look like zinnias to me. That file is $3.50, but you will actually get 2 designs of it. So you get the one, the one of them will come blank. It's just going to say doing my best, trusting God with the rest, with just the words and the cross. The other one will be the words with the cross and the flowers behind it. And they will both come in the JPEG. So I don't want SVG, JPEG, and PNG. Okay. Yeah. So there's one that says remember your why, and it's a beautiful lion. That's all. And then the other one is he is not here, for he is risen, just like he said, because it's kind of that's kind of Eastery, but also it's like, to me, it's a very, very powerful Bible verse. So those 3 digital files are up on the website and available. And then there's the new tumbler designs, and that's what we're going over, the spooky bunnies. This is the rustic lily cross. This one screams April Salonga for me. Where is she? Is she in the comments? Easter ears. How cute is this? This is the one that I said was so stinking cute. I love this one so much. I've been all over bows lately. Maybe it's because I have a baby girl that does not wear any bows. She will not keep a bow in her hair. Daffodil Ducky. So we got a lot of spring things, and then bunny in a basket. So cute. Okay. This one screams Cassidy, Miss Cassidy. She loves bows. Okay. Those are the 5 new designs up today. Those can be sublimation prints, vinyl wraps, or sublimated tumbler. You order it how you want it. You pick. You pick how you want your print to come as a vinyl print, a sublimation print, or a printed tumbler. All right, let's play. Okay, gotta watch my time. Oh, we're good. Okay. Oh, I know what I was looking for. That's what got me going that direction. I want to sublimate this tumbler. I want to sublimate a tumbler. I gotta go get it. Let's pick something else fun. My brain wants to do this real bad, but this is so boring for you guys to watch. Let's play RBD roulette. We're gonna just put all those files. Okay, this one I can't do. We're gonna play RBD roulette. Okay, these are not. Okay, RBDs. Okay. So I have these. I had Alyssa send me all these prints of RBDs. I do not have the RBD sets for these. I don't think so. Wait. She did send me a few sets. She sent me. Oh, she sent me all of them. Okay. Well, then I'm picking. She did send me all of them. I'm going to pick this one because it was on the top. We're going to sublimate this tumbler. And then I'm going to go find random stones to put on this. She did send me this set, but we're going to play. Because I have like the birthday stones, and there's a bunch of SS20s in there. So I'm going to start just willy-nillying. We're going to willy-nilly today. We're going to see how this goes. Do I have a tumbler in here ready to? Okay, let me hop and grab a tumbler right outside the door. Oh, Diesel, Christmas. I'm scaring the cheese out of you. Can I come in? I forgot that dog hears my voice and he sits right there. It's dark as snot. And I open the door, he's like, right at my feet. Okay, actually, we're not gonna sublimate. I've realized what I'm gonna do. Okay, so what we're gonna play pivot. We're gonna play pivot. That's what I'm calling this. Pivot. Because I want to take stones from all my sets and create this RBD with random stones we're going to pull from other sets. Okay, so let's grab Love Spiral's a good one. Do I want like pink? So this one has kind of the creamy peach, and I believe that's the right size. Let's see. So this is called the pivot. So if you get an RBD, if you get one of these maps from us, but you're like, I don't know what stones to use, this is how you can just take collections that you have. I'm pretty sure that's a 20. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. Ouch. Oh, Jesus, that hurt. Where's my sorter? Okay. And I want to get all those salmony orange ones out of there. So let's sort them. So they are, oops, hold on. The bottom, oh! Good job. I don't have my thing finished. I haven't printed the bottom cube, so it's open at the bottom, so the afraid stones are gonna fall out. How's it going? It's going well. So this is exponentially more difficult than it needs to be because I don't have the bottom, so I can't. I mean, normally I would just pick the whole thing up and shake it. Hi, everyone. Okay, so I printed this rhinestone sorter on my 3D printer. We got the kids a 3D printer for Christmas. It's been fun. We haven't made anything in probably about a week now. Be sure to print something for my nephew's stepson, whatever. We don't know what we call him. They're not actually married. It's not even technically a stepson. That's just kind of what we could do in this family. We just adopt everyone. We're like, okay, you're now my nephew. My nephew's son. We don't know what we're gonna call him. I don't know what they call him. I just call him Fuller. Anyway, but now you guys know who he is. Um, let me just tell you the cutest. We call him. I call him Steven's son because it's natural for me to say that. He calls my mom and dad grandma, and he has called them grandma since the minute he met them because Steven calls them grandma and grandpa. So like, he like met my mom and dad and was immediately like grandpa. It's so cute. And then like my sister, of course, my kids call him grandma and grandpa. It's gonna stick. He's gonna call him. My parents are like, we're grandma and grandpa. I mean, his brother is their direct grandson, even though he's not blood related to my parents, but they're like we're grandma and grandpa. But it's really funny because technically my sister is his grandma and grandpa. That's what makes this whole funny. It's not that he's calling my parents grandma and grandpa. It's that my sister is technically his grandma, and she calls my sister Auntie Amber because my kids call her Auntie Amber because she is Auntie Amber. But to him, she would be grandma. It's the funniest. I'm like, Amber, does that bother you? She's like, I mean, I'm getting used to it. She's like, I would rather be grandma. I want to be grandma. So we're making sure with Bentley, we call her Grandma Amber. And she now wears a sweatshirt when he's around that says something like awesome grandma or something. It's really cute. But he'll probably always call her Auntie Amber. It'd be my guess because that's what the girls call her. And they're always hanging out together. Put more summer. Put more stuff in the seasonal section. I mean, I can do that. I can craft or I can put more stuff on sale. I just thought that would be really boring for you guys to sit here and watch me search for things I want to put on sale. Because that's real boring. At least this way I'm doing something. I'll let you guys vote. We can rhinestone sort. Ooh. Yes. I wonder if I have enough. I wonder how many I need. There is more stuff in the seasonal section, just so you know. Oh, you're saying Summer put more stuff. I thought you were telling me Summer put more stuff in the seasonal sale. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm gonna look, see what else is on there. I kind of stopped at one point because the live started, so I stopped searching for rainbow stuff. Um, I put everything that came up when it said lucky with clover. There's no rainbow silicone molds. I put the rainbow mica is up there. The rainbow, different things. Yeah. I'm looking at this now. I think this color is such a good color, but I don't know that I have enough to do that whole section. And I need to have enough. Doesn't look like very much. I thought this was going to be really fun and we were going to do this. And then I just realized I put myself in my own pickle because now I've got all of these sizes sorted, but now these are all full. So the amount of work it is, one, that's not the problem. These I can just go in and pull the ones I need. But now I got to clean all these back out because I don't need the rest of those sizes sorted. So now I got to mix them all back together. Well, I can tell you there was no SS14s in the mix, which I already made. But I love this rhinestone sorter because it nests into each other. It doesn't oh my gosh. What mix is this? Peachy Keen? Get Peachy Keen. I just sorted it out. And Peachy Keen, I mean, it's amazing with those 3D shapes. But it's really pretty just what is left over once you take all the larger stones out. Oh no! Oh farts, what was that? Oh, I should have known that was SS6. Did you just see what I did? Oh, you guys are pointing the slightly wrong angle. I just dumped a bunch of stones in my lap. This is I'm gonna pivot. We're not doing any rhinestones anymore. This is horrible. Okay. I think some things I think are really fun in my mind, but this is a fail because this is just basically me tediously sorting rhinestones now. Okay, and making a big mess. Big mess. Oh my gosh! But look at Peachy Keen. Look how pretty this is. So pretty. That's Peachy Keen with all the 20s and 16s out. So this is Peachy Keen is SS12 and smaller. If you take, it's like this is the SS12s. This is probably This is probably 10s and 6s would be my guess. So stinking pretty. Okay. I'm gonna keep those separate because we might use those. Because how pretty would these be? Oh yes. I actually just thought about this. How pretty would these be to use these 3D stones that are in the, see the ones that have like the diamond cut on the top on the Peachy Keens? Can you see them? See, like right here, this one right here, it's got a shape cut into it. It's like a little diamond shape, like a little snowflake on the top almost. It's not a snowflake, but you know what I mean. That would be really pretty on here. So like do the orange here, but do that diamond, the actual cut shape, like in this. That would be real pretty. Yes, it's the right size. Okay, definitely keeping these aside for this one. I hope I have enough. If not, I can substitute. Ooh, these jelly ones have a lot of static in them. They don't want to come out of this little cup. Now I really want to do it. Okay, so now we are going to go get a cup and sublimate. That's what we're doing. Sorry, guys. Pause for dramatic effect. My goal in doing this, my thought was like, oh, we'll talk about like, you don't have to buy a specific stone set. You could take a bunch of the stones you already have, sort them out, and use what you got and make it work on a tumbler. Hold on. Now I'm going to go get a tumbler because I want to press this because I want to start using those diamond ones, those 3D ones on the Peachy Keen in here. So we can get those, we can put those on right away. Oh, buddy, you are too crazy. I want to bring him in so bad, but he is just like, when he comes in like a bullet, and he is absolutely. Oh, I already brought one in. Stupid me. He's like absolute chaos when he comes in. And last time I let him in, he came through here and just ripped down all of my cords, and all my cameras and things went flying. So he's not allowed down in here. It gets too hot. Turning on our heat and press. Let's get this cut and let's start it. Please no, can't afford more stuff on Phil. Oh, is that too late? I already did a bunch of stuff. Oh, Jay. I was gonna say too late. I already put a bunch of stuff. It's so hard because I can see your comment but not name. So I have to like try to open up your comment so I can see who it is. Let's cut this guy. I already decided tomorrow, me and Betty and Vera will be down here organizing and cleaning. The Betty is going to be chaotic. I'm just going to have Vera bring down like one of her bouncy balls or something, and they can play while I'm down here just putting and reorganizing, getting all this glitter and stuff off my desk because this is crazy how gnarly this is in here. Okay. Hi, Jay. By the way, has anybody seen Angelina? Is she on tonight? I was just thinking about her earlier. Oh, I love this slicer. It's so easy to make sure you're like literally on the exact point, right on that edge, because you can see it so well. Slice it right down. Okay, this one I want to be the top. This is going to be the bottom. Okay, so we want this guy right on the top. So what I do is I just make a little notch cut to see where I'm at, and then adjust and notch cut. See I'm a little farther away. And I just do that until I get right, like that, right on. And then I just slowly cut. If it feels like it gets off, I can stop. Yes, I love this thing. Okay. And then I'd like this to overlap a little bit. So we're going to cut it off, but we're going to cut it off, but not completely. We leave a little overlap. I like overlap. This one is printed exactly to space, but okay. And then this is the bottom. I leave the bottom. I don't cut the bottom. Okay. Grab my tape. I love this thing. This is on our Amazon shopping list, y'all. The tape gun. It took me a minute. I pulled it out and put it away because I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then Christy called me. She's like, no, it's amazing. Just figure it out. And you twist this and it trims your tapes for you. It's fantastic. I just see that this tape got stuck. So it cuts them in your perfect shapes, perfect tape pieces. It also came with the clamps, which you're about to see me use a clamp. So this is the ombre. This is the ombre, the rainbow ombre or ombre rainbow, or what is it called? Ombre. Okay, so we're gonna take this, put it against the table. You guys are so quiet today. Put it against the table. If you've never sublimated before, this is one way of sublimating. You can also use an oven sublimation. I prefer heat press. The oven, because in the oven you got to shrink wrap each one and all that, but I prefer this. So we're gonna go in, and then to get this nice and tight, this has little rubber stoppers in it. Well, that side does. This one's missing apparently. That's where it went. And you take this, and as you're clamping, it's actually tightening that paper, and then it holds it in place for you. You could do that, and then you can tape, and you can see here I'm perfectly lined up with that edge, which is great. Grab my tape. Each piece is pre-cut. This one I like to go over this edge just so the paper doesn't slide up or down. It's kind of held in place by that. Some people like to go this way with their tape. Some people go this way with their tape. Doesn't matter to me. This is just, it's been what I've always done is this way. I will tell you that if you're going to be taping directly onto the surface of the tumbler, when you're doing these wraps, it doesn't matter. But if the tape is ever going to be touching the sublimation surface of whatever project you're doing, so for example, if we just had a 4-inch decal and we were going to put it on this tumbler, you do not want to use this orange tape because sometimes that color can transfer onto the surface of the sublimated item. And so you want to use the blue tape. Okay, so only use the orange tape if you're not touching the actual sublimation surface. So the rock and roll. Okay, so then I'm going to come back here. I've got this heated up. I'm going to put it in. I like to push my tape facing up when I first put it in. And then I push the go button. And it's going to clamp down for me. Don't have to do anything, just push the go button. And it's set for a timer. I have it set for 40 seconds. I had it on 60 seconds, but I switched it to 40 seconds. I just was like, see if I can do it with less time so it goes faster. 40 seconds is perfect because I still press it one more time. So I press 40 seconds, spin it opposite way, press it again, then I press the bottom and I press the top edge and the bottom edge. So I do a total of 4 presses, but only 2 on the main cup and then a little on the bottom and a little on the top, just to make sure those edges are nice and crisply done. The tape gun comes with a bunch of these in all different sizes. And I believe it also came with this glove. There's 2 of these. I just don't know where the other glove is. I only ever wear 1 glove. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over. Now, like I said, I have it set to 350 degrees at 40 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to spin it. Do another round. So I do it with the tape facing up, and then I spin it, tape facing down. That way we know there's no seams or cracks that might not have gotten the perfect heat. Now I can see the heat. My heat press comes all the way close, but just in case that edge where there is a seam where the heat things come, that's why we spin it to make sure that that one little seam doesn't get left behind. Do not know about the tape. Where's my other? I gotta bring a console here. I'm missing too much stuff. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Nope, that's not the app. Going to YouTube. I moved everything around on my phone. I actually organized my phone, so now I'm super confused about where everything is. I moved all the widgets that I use every day to the front. I can't find any of them. Okay, so then I just take just the bottom to make sure that bottom straight edge is done a little couple extra seconds. Okay, come around to this side. And now we're gonna make sure that top edge, it's just a couple extra seconds to make sure the top rim and the bottom rim. 10 seconds, little burst. Beautiful. Okay, gorgeous. Now, these, you can peel these hot. Okay. Super easy. The hard thing about sublimation, if you're going to get into doing sublimation, is going to be the printer and the ink for this stuff. That's why we sell sublimation prints, because it's very expensive. It's insane how much good a sublimation ink costs. Now you can get like a Canon printer and convert it. I don't recommend that. I will not ever recommend that. We did it actually in the warehouse, and even with the amount that we used it, we had issues. So if you, because you can, Canon now sells a sublimation printer, by the way, I believe. Somebody told me that. But it's just as expensive as all the other super expensive sublimation prints, sublimation tumblers. Sublimation printers. I'm looking at the tumbler and thinking tumbler. Sublimation printers. So I haven't researched it, but we have the top of the line ones. And we tried doing the conversion one back in the day because I was like, I mean, let's see if we can get like 5 of these printers going. We use them every day anyway, because I always say the problem is when you don't use them every day, and even with us using them every day, if even a tiny bit of that ink dries inside those lines, it's done. You will never get a clean print. Past that, you can clean it as much as you want, but it's pretty much done. And if you're somebody who lets it sit for like a week, it's toast. That ink will dry up inside there. Sublimation printers flush their lines. Like if you, as long as it's plugged in, you leave it just plugged in, it will self regulate itself so nothing dries out and nothing goes bad. But they're really expensive. But anyhow, we sell the prints, and there's a bunch of the prints on sale under today's deals. I mean, under, so I keep saying, because I'm used to saying today's deals. Under the seasonal section, everything in the seasonal section is 50% off. So if you want to try doing a fun, this one is actually on sale under the seasonal section. So if you want to grab this one, you're like, oh, that does look fun, I'm going to try it. You can grab this print. You can, the sublimated tumbler, you can order it, we'll sublimate it for you and it'll come, or the print, so you can sublimate it yourself, or you can order this as a vinyl wrap. The vinyl wrap, you'll just wrap it around your tumbler, then you got to put 2 coats of epoxy on it. If you're going to do that, if you have to do it, when you do that, I recommend putting a little bit of bow or a little bit of like pastel opal shimmer glitter to that first coat of epoxy, so your tumbler is shimmery like this. So see, this one has 2 coats of epoxy, but see how the cup is glittery? So the first coat of epoxy, we add a pinch of that glitter. Second coat, we go for a smooth surface, and then you can rhinestone right over the top of it. And then anything that's peeking through, you're gonna have that really pretty glitter. Okay, so check to go to see the seasonal section. The coupon code that you need for that 50% off is what's at the bottom of the screen. If you're just popping in today, there are 5 new tumbler designs. There are 3 new digital designs. They're beautiful, religious, Eastery kind of designs. And then there is also 4 coupon codes, 5 active coupon codes today, including Glitter 50. Okay, so now we're gonna play with this. Where did I just put that? Oh, it's in my hand. I was gonna say, where did I just go put that pencil? I'm gonna apply these pretty. You can start at the seam. I'm not gonna start at the seam. I'm gonna go past the seam. So I'm gonna apply my glue, and I'm gonna go past that seam, and I'm gonna go in. So remember, these are a guide. We try to get these pretty much set, but these are a guide. These are not going to be always going to be exact. Oops. Oh, farts. First stone in. An upside down peach one. That one has a peach one stuck to it too. Chaos, I say. Ooh. This is going to be fun. So this is the Just Peachy rhinestone set. And I'm using that 3D stone. By the way, these were really expensive, these 3D stones. I'm using these 3D stones that were in the Just Peachy. Actually, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to put some of these opal stones. I'm going to mix it up. We're just going to make it chaotic. Oh, farts, what the heck? So I'm going to do some of the opal stones and some of the 3D. I'm going to just have them as a mix. Ooh, so pretty. Well, this is going to be frickin' fun. So we're just going willy-nilly on this tumbler. We're just taking this tumbler. I took the Just Peachy. We shimmied out the SS20s. In here, there's a bunch of different styles of SS20s. There's the 3D ones, and then there's these really pretty opal ones. There's actually some really pretty crystal pinks too. Upside down. I'm going to use all of them. I'm just going to use whatever hits the end of my pencil. Okay, so we're getting this first row on. This is key. Doing your anchor line first is important. So I'll hold these up really quick so you guys can see those 3D stones. This is this stone mix that I'm using right now is one that we launched quite a while ago. We've had it for a while. So if you just didn't get it or you didn't see it that day, we launch new stuff every day, so we get it. But look, so this stone, see how it's got like this is a regular rhinestone, and this is the one that has like a 3D etching on it. So you can see, like in these, as we shift the light, how different they are. So I'm mixing them. Okay, so this is Just Peachy. These are the big stones that are out of the Just Peachy. Where's the rest? This is Peachy Keen. Sorry, Peachy Keen. Okay, so these are the leftover SS10s and 6s that were in there. So I'm going to go through here and just tap these all down to make sure they're flush against the table. We want them all nice and lined up straight across. Not even close. Okay. Ooh, these are going to be pretty. You know what's even prettier is that's these the ones that are not the 3D cut ones. They are aura stones, so they're translucent. So they're taking on this like mauve color from behind, and they're really freaking pretty. They come out really nice. Okay, if this is your jam, if RBDs are kind of your thing, we also have a subscription, an RBD subscription. So you can get we will ship you an RBD every month. That this is an RBD. You will get the map, you'll get a little printed map, and you will get the stones that go along with it. Then we sell a la carte, the sublimation print, the vinyl wrap, or the sublimated tumbler. We sell those a la carte because not everyone needs them. A lot of people don't use the sublimated tumbler or the vinyl or the sublimation print. They just use the map, the provided map, and put them directly on the tumbler from there. So we don't want to we want to make the rhinestone sets themselves be as reasonable as possible, so as many people could jump in and do the RBD as could wanted to afford it, because there's people who are like, well, I love it, but I don't need all that stuff, so I don't want to spend the extra money because I don't need all that stuff. So this is the way everyone's getting the basic stone set, and then on top of that you can order a la carte your other goodies to go along with it. So if you want the sublimation print, you can just go up and get the sublimation print. So you can see here, I'm getting off on my guide just a tiny bit, and I think it's a lot happened right here. This one needs to be pushed. So I'm going back. I can see that I'm getting off on my pattern just a tiny bit. So I'm going to go back and make sure they're all tight up next to each other. And there is a teeny, like, millimeter of play here, not a lot. but that little millimeter makes a difference. So you do kind of just got to be mindful of your, as you're putting it on. It doesn't need to be perfect. Like I said, this is a guide. It's not going to be exact. So rolling, and I'm intentionally making sure I get those. My brain wants to just only grab those 3D stones, so I'm like making sure I'm grabbing some of the other ones as well. Oh, there's one of those peach ones. They stick to the bottom. My kids are so funny. We had to go to get the girls some tennis shoes because for this farm class they have to wear tennis shoes. My kids like slides. They do not want to wear tennis shoes if they don't have to. And so we went to Burlington to just look for like sneakers. And I forgot the point of the story. I was gonna do something and the kids were like, no, no. I was gonna tell you something about it and I got distracted and laughing in my head about them wearing the slides. Okay, so this one is slightly off. So you can see it's a little, I am like a teeny tiny bit off. So I'm just gonna see if these stones will slide down a little bit. So if we can get that in there. If we can't get that in there, don't fret. I got this. So this is actually good for me to show you guys on the live. My tool. Easier to see with that. So make sure they're all slid into the right spot. I told you guys we were off just a little bit. I knew we were off just a tiny, tiny bit. I might not be able to get this adjusted enough to get that in there. Okay, so then what you take here, two things you can try to do. You can take a pair of scissors. I'm just going to use a different stone because that one's got glue all over it. Is you take a stone and you can take a pair of scissors and right along the edge, just try to snip a little edge off of it. Okay, just I'm sorry, I don't know if I didn't do that on camera. You just nip the edge with a pair of scissors and then try it. Just a little scotch. I got glue on my finger. Just a little scotch to see if that little piece is enough. Almost, not quite. So I'm going to now go onto the other end and do a scotch on the other side just to fit it in there. Okay. You can also take it on a piece of sandpaper if you don't want it to be off kilter size, like flat edges like that. You can take it a piece of sandpaper. That's good. I'm gonna get that in there. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Go, go. There, it's in. Okay, you can take a tiny piece of sandpaper and sand all the way around it. Just very gently, just sand it all the way around. Okay. I don't mind that one. In my brain, I'm like, I'm never gonna see that small, tiny little error of like a hint of a width of a hair missing on that one. So I just snip it. But if you want it to be perfectly, perfectly round. So now I'm going back through and just making sure these are all pushed because I did move those around. So I'm going back through all of them and making sure they are pushed down in place. Because as I was kind of pushing them around to see if I can fit that one in, some of them got moved up. Okay, so now we've got that first line done. That is how you do it. So you saw me, I applied that first line. This is the ombre. Let me get the exact name. I think it's called, I think I called Rainbow Ombre. It's actually in today's deals. Ombre RBD. Its exact name is, this is Ombre RBD, OMBRE, Ombre RBD. Let me make sure the sublimation tumbler is in there. Tag. seasonal. Save. Okay, I just moved it into seasonal. I think the sublimation print I put in seasonal. I remember putting sublimation print in seasonal. So I just put the sublimated tumbler in seasonal. And oh, there's still resin rhinestones. Okay, let me make sure all this stuff is actually tagged in to seasonal. I added stuff to seasonal willy-nilly. Now we'll actually get this one in there. Add tags. Seasonal. Okay, so the rhinestones for this one are on sale in seasonal, as well as the sublimation print and the sublimated tumbler. Okay. This was like our first design that we put out. Obviously, I'm not using the stones that go with it. I'm just playing with stones that I'm like trying to show you guys. You don't have to go with the stone kit. If you have SS20s and other things, you can do it. And you can see here, I'm actually gonna do this whole top portion. It's gonna be a combination of regular rhinestones, the regular opal rhinestones, and then the design, the ones with the 3D shapes on the top. Now, I don't recommend what I teach. What you should do is wait, give this like 10 minutes and let that first round of glue set so that you don't accidentally tap and move your stones out of place. I'm not going to listen to my own advice ever. That's what I always say. Do what I say, not what I do. If I screw this up, you guys, I have a case of tumblers outside and a warehouse full of rhinestones. So it doesn't matter if I slightly mess up. I'm trying to move quickly for you guys on live because it's mindlessly boring. Nobody wants to sit here while we wait for 10 minutes just staring at the glue dry, literally watching glue dry. So I dive in, okay? But I do recommend letting that sit, okay? So you don't accidentally mess it up by tapping these stones because you're pushing this next row of stones into that first row. And you don't want to accidentally move these stones and get them out of place because it could throw your whole tumbler off. So let your anchor line, I call it the anchor line, let your anchor line completely dry up and cure that glue cure up before you start the second line. Now, especially if you're a newbie, just give it those few minutes. These are going to be so fun. I should actually, I'm not sure if I have enough stones. Should I put in a pink? Should I put in a pink? No, that one stands out really bad. Nope. I just tried one of these light pink ones to see because I don't think I'm going to have enough stones. I might. It's going to be close. What I don't want is to like run out of stones and then not have anything to replace them with. So I'm like, what can I mix just in case? Because I didn't do a stone count. I just went, I'm just going willy-nilly. Back down. Okay, I'm just going to dive in with confidence. We got this. I wavered for a minute there, but we're just going in. If I run out, we'll pivot as we get down lower. So if you are jumping in, these are stones that are actually from the Peachy Keen set. These diamond shaped, the etched rhinestones are from Peachy Keen. I sorted them out with my rhinestone sorter, the SS20s, and now we're just using them in place. We're just supplementing them into this RBD for fun. The lesson tonight is you can always use what you got in stock, what you already have at home. Or if you ever get an RBD and you're like, I'm not a big fan of this one color, you can substitute it out. As long as it's the correct size, substitute it out for something you've already got. Do you notice when I do these, I don't start at the same spot every time? I understand when you're following a map that's like needed, but when I'm doing it this way, I don't have to follow a map. And this way I'm like, if I am always making that last one, like squeezing it in, And if they're all in a row, you're gonna notice them. This way, if I'm kind of squeezing one in here or there, you're not going to notice it as much when they're scattered all around the tumbler. But if they're all in the line, always the last stone to go in is the one that you're going to be sanding down just a touch. It's going to be so obvious when they're all packed together like that. So this way, there's no like start or finish spot. I just pick a random spot and go and add my stones. But when you're following a map, you do actually have to have a starting point. Otherwise, it's very difficult to do it without a starting point. But because I'm not following just a map. I'm following wait, there's an SS6 under there. Last little bit. You want to get a stone sorter? So I've got all of the. I'm not gonna sell them. I'll just kind of recoup cost or whatever. I'm actually thinking about sending my design file to my manufacturer in China and having a manufacturer from my design file. Because a lot of you guys want them. It's fantastic. See, and this one fits just perfectly. So it was just that first row. Okay. So now I can take this, right? I can take this guy and just kind of push it down and tap and use this to make sure they're all down nice and flush and flat. I don't need to be aggressive, just a little tap, tap, tap. Make sure that first one really is nestled in there really, really well. That one stone almost looked like it was sticking up. Because I can't really put the stone sorter up on the website because this thing takes like 4 days for me to print this. I haven't even finished my own because you can only do 3 of these cups at a time. I only have one small, the cheapest, not the cheapest, it's not the cheapest, but I have a very basic 3D printer. It's just for the girls to kind of learn and to make some fun things for themselves and to start learning and being comfortable doing a computer program and stuff and learning the design. And of course, I'm making fun things for myself. It is not meant to be a machine that I'm producing things for the warehouse. However, I think if I send my file, I can have these created by my manufacturer. I don't know. They're probably gonna have a minimum, and sometimes their minimums are insane, like 50,000 pieces, which that won't be me. But I just love that it nestles in, and they don't get stuck. Nothing gets stuck. And the hard thing with that is like okay, I need you to produce one, and then I need to sample it to make sure yours that you're making doesn't get stuck. That was part of that. How awesome that was. Oh, look how fun that is. All right. So this is just a fun way to use an RBD. And this is an RBD, and we're not using the stone set. This was from the Peachy Keen set. You can see all the big ones are out because I sorted the big ones out, put them in my tray, and we're using all of them, the SS20s on this tumbler. How fun. And then I don't have to ombre. That's supposed to be actually, it was purple. So it's supposed to be like red, orange, yellow, green, blue. And this is supposed to be gold at the bottom. And then that's purple, like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But I wanted purple at the top. I'm like, purple goes at the top. I know that's not how the rainbow goes. That's how I want it. When you are making the design, you can do whatever you want. But you can substitute these with any. This would actually be really pretty with the Mylard, the new Latte Mylard that's coming. That's coming. That's going to be on this one. Would be amazing in this portion right here. All right, y'all, if you guys are just jumping in, who is that, by the way? He said they went by a sorter. Monica. Okay. So I'm gonna make some and then I'll just put them up on the website, and whatever they cost me to make, I'll put it up there for you guys and you guys can grab them. But we don't have, I mean, it takes filament, like the stuff that goes in the machine, and we just have like our little, we got like a pack that we got so the girls can make some things. But we got expensive filament because I got the fun, I knew them, like they don't care about the white. They want the fun little green that turns into blue to green and glow in the dark and all that. But those are expensive. So it would be like $30. This is probably costing me $25 to print that with those. So I'm just getting plain white or black, which is the cheapest filament. And who's that? Barb. I'm just getting the cheapest filament so that I can just kind of start making them for you guys. But I'm gonna make them as I make them. I'll wait until I get like 5, and then I'll put them on the website, and then we'll make 5. We'll see. Then I gotta also remember to do it. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Lindsay. All right, Lindsay. I'm making a little list for you guys. I'm writing this list down. I'm not writing what the list is for, and I'm gonna never remember. It was so funny because my doctor today, she's like, "Oh, something about write things down." I'm like, I said, "Girl, I write things down all day long. The problem is I have 19 notebooks, and I'll write it down, and then I don't remember which notebook has what in it, and then I can never find my note that I need." What is the sword? Okay, I wrote 3D sorter. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna jam because it's after 8. I'm gonna start doing my chill. I gotta get the baby to sleep, get the dog routine, get the dogs out to go to the bathroom, do our nighttime feed everybody. And I'm gonna jam. But if you did not go back up in seasonal, so there is more stuff on sale. I went through today and put like St. Patrick's Day vibe things. So it's gonna be like rainbows, leprechauns, clovers, lots of rainbows. All that stuff is on under the seasonal section. Okay, so if it's under the seasonal section on the website, this coupon code will work on it. So go peek around. This I put this up there. This you can get this tumbler or the print or the stones. Okay, the stones that this comes with, this is gold because it's meant to be like the pot, the gold at the end of the rainbow. Um, Okay, so there's that. That's up there. Okay, so that, and then there's 4 other coupon codes. Okay, glitter 50. You think I know midnight free? I know that's one. Glitter 50, floral storm, midnight free, and love day, and wine hearts. Okay, you can find the description of those and what all those give you coupon code wise. Go to today's deals. Go to iwantglitter.com. Click on today's deals. Sort by featured. The 3 things that'll pop up at the top are going to be the free mini UV DTF, the and the 2 little boxes that show the coupon codes and what they do for you, what you get with them, the 50% off or the buy this get that for free. It explains it. The buy this get that items are all in today's deals. The wine hearts ones are a couple, like a page or 2 down, because those are from a couple days ago, but it's still on sale, so it's up there. Okay, and then the midnight free and the floral storm will go through Sunday, but the love day, which is the 50% off coupon code, the wine hearts only goes through tomorrow. And you only have through tomorrow to sign up for the RBD, the big beautiful feather RBD that's coming out. This one is spectacular. This is the RBD that's going to be launching. It's going to be going out in the second week of February. It should have been here for the first week of February, and then out of the blue, my manufacturer was like, did you want to substitute this one color? I was like, we had this conversation a week ago. These should already be on an airplane. Why aren't these in the airplane? She's like, oh, well, we had this question. I'm like, why didn't you ask me this a week ago? It's fun. It's fun. So I told her, I was like, I need these in my warehouse next week. So she's shooting to try to have them in the warehouse by Thursday or Friday next week. And then then they'll be on their way to you guys. But that's a hope. It's really frustrating because I ordered these like a month ago. I have so many orders going, you guys. Like purchasing is an entire full-time job in itself. So I have all these orders going for mixes and RBDs and swag items and like so many orders, and I order them separately so that I'm like, okay, here's this RBD, do this order. She knows that I could put these all in one order, but I'm like, I like them separated so when I get the invoice, I can see each individual thing invoiced. We've figured out there's a lot less mistakes that way. So she like invoices. So then I have like 10 orders going at once and this conversation. And by the way, they're off kilter to us. So as I'm falling asleep, they're waking up. So we make it off. They might read my email, get one response. If I even think, I'm like, oop, go in there and I'll see it. I'll respond to them. And then I go to sleep. And then if they ask me another question, I'm already asleep. So then I'm asleep. And then when I'm waking up, they're going to sleep. And I don't always just go in there and check my conversations in the morning. I'll go, oh, I wonder if somebody happened to message me because I get spammed from them, by the way. So these manufacturers who I've never even talked to ever a day in my life will just spam me like, hey, we're this warehouse. Do you want this or we manufacture injectable plastics. Do you need that? Or we make backpacks. Do you need backpacks? And I just get spam. My inbox is just spam. So I have to try to filter through it. It's a real pain in the patootie. And then they're all like, oh, you want us? We'll WhatsApp you. I'm like, no, I don't need you contacting me in another place. Like I don't need messages coming from every direction of my life. They try to Facebook message me. I'm like, no, this is my personal Facebook. I do not conduct business through my personal Facebook inbox. Do not. I will block you because I can't. I can't have messages coming from every direction. It's hard enough having it come through one feed. Anyway, business owner life is not for the faint of heart. Does anybody want to hire me to do something? I'm ready to be somebody's employee. I'm ready to not be a business owner. I mean, I love Little and Rose. Trust me, this is me just goofing around with you guys. I love it. I couldn't even imagine doing anything else. I've just had a really rough day with the horrible part of the business part that I don't even mind the purchasing. I actually enjoy our conversations. I enjoy coming up with mixes. I enjoy RBDs. I do enjoy that's the part of it. But I just got hit by the tax crap and the paychecks, the payroll crap, and the workers' comp errors. And no, I'm like, how do I have a workers' comp claim? I've had this business for 8-9 years and not a single like. Why is there a premium for my workers' comp insurance? And they didn't ask for the money; they took the money out of my bank account today. So I'm a little stressed out. All right, that's all. That's my little end of the live gripe. Business owning is not for the faint of heart. So tomorrow will be fine because tomorrow we'll be back to having fun. I'm gonna be down here. I told you guys I'm gonna be down here. I'm gonna bring the Betty down. I'm gonna bring Betty down in here. It's gonna be chaos. I'm gonna try to have Vera entertain her. I'm gonna just try to organize in here a little bit. Maybe get my field camera set up. I have this amazing field camera, and it's tech, so you know me. I've tried to set it up like 4 different times. Each time I get somewhere, and then I'm like, oh, I'm missing this cable. So then I order that cable, and then it comes in 4 days later when it ships. But then I'm on to 90 other emergencies that have hit. So I've never actually got it set up. And what I can do is I can set this up to like 3 different cameras, so I can stop going like this with the camera. I can have one camera plugged in here, one camera plugged in at this angle, one camera plugged in over here. So I'm like, okay, now we're gonna sublimate, and I can click a button on my field camera and it will switch you guys to the overhead camera. And then I have this technology. I've had this technology for 3 years. I have actually 4 years. I've had this for 4 years and I've just never set it up because it's a nightmare. I'm almost there though. Look, it's sitting here and it's got all the cables on it. And I think we're ready to go. I can't remember what was the last piece that I needed, but once I dig back into it, I'll figure out what that piece was. But if you're a techie person and you live in the Vista, California area and you like to do this stuff and you want to volunteer your time, because I don't have any money to pay you, I can pay you in sandwiches, and not good ones like peanut butter and jelly because that's how we're rolling, or quesadilla. And French bulldog snuggles. That's what I got to offer. I can make you sourdough bread and you can come set up all my tech for me. Okay, bye.